day, friends. I'm so thankful to the Lord for each of you. You show up because you are committed to His call. You are here because of your love for the Lord, your love for the students. You are here because you believe with a vision, movements of students transformed by the Spirit and sent as lifelong disciple makers to impact every sector of society and the world for Christ. I know you want to see the gospel for every student, movements on every campus, and multiplying disciples in and for every nation. You believe with what Bill Bright said, win the campus today, win the world tomorrow. As we continue to trust God with this vision, let me share with you what I got from the Joshua Project. The annual growth rate of global major religions show that Islam is the highest with 1.9%, followed by Buddhism, that is 1.3%, then Christianity and Hinduism, which is 1.2%. Christianity growth is projected as flat to 2050. Let's look at the definition for the meantime. Christianity is the broadest possible definition, anyone who would call themselves a Christian. And for evangelicals, there's an approximation of true Christ followers. We see them as the true Christ followers. We are reminded that numbers are ballpark and numbers represent people. So let's look at these numbers. However, looking at the major religions' annual growth rate versus evangelicals, or those who actively share the gospel of Jesus and disciple others, the data show that evangelicals has the highest growth rate, which is 2.6%, while Islam is 1.9%. What does this mean? We are encouraged to keep sharing our faith as we love the Lord and people. Amazing advance of the gospel, right? Globally, an estimated 50,000 people become Christ followers every day. And an estimated 3,000 house churches are planted every week around the world. Amazing truth. What an encouragement as we keep obeying the Lord. You are meeting this week because of the great hope in Jesus. And as you engage in the discussions, as you chart the vision together, identify strategic steps to win, build, and send Christ-centered multiplying disciples, may this be an inspiration to you. Because He who called us is faithful. He is with us, and He will guide and empower us. We are reminded of our purpose, that is to glorify God. 1 Corinthians 10:31 says, "Whether then you eat or drink or whatever you do, do all to the glory of God." And of course, our priority is the Great Commission. Jesus came up and spoke to them saying, "All authority has been given to me in heaven and on earth. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to obey all that I commanded you, and lo, I am with you always, even to the end of age." So, with that calling from the Lord, He gave us the plan, spiritual multiplication. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse 2 says, "The things which you heard from me in the presence of many witnesses, entrust to these faithful men who will be able to teach others also." So, we are reminded of, the spiritual multiplication of Paul, Timothy, faithful men, and others. How are we seeing this in our beloved country? If we multiply our disciple, we know that this is the work of the Holy Spirit. It's not by our power nor by our might, but by the power of God as we continue to obey Him. Imagine this year, 2025, if we start discipling one student who will become multiplying disciple, okay? And this one student will multiply into the lives of 3. Meaning to say, he will produce 3 multiplying disciples at the end of 2025. What will happen? Next year, in 2024, or 2026 I mean, you will have 4 multiplying disciples. And then, If each one will have 3 multiplying disciples, at the end of 2026, you will have 12 multiplying disciples. And in 2030, you will have 1,024 multiplying disciples. And at the end of the year 2030, you will have 3,072 multiplying disciples. Imagine the impact of these thousands of multiplying disciples in Thailand as we continue to reach out to more people and as we continue to multiply in the lives of others, doing evangelism and discipleship and making an impact in the lives of others. Imagine the impact that we could have to the rest of the students in Thailand. And I believe that God will use them to make an impact in the lives of others throughout the whole world. So, we know also that it is not by our power, right? Not by our might, but the power comes from the Holy Spirit. Acts 1:8 says, "But you will receive when the Holy Spirit has come upon you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem, in all Judea and Samaria, and even to the remotest part of the earth." So again, we are here, we are reminded to glorify God by helping fulfill the Great Commission through spiritual multiplication in the power of the Holy Spirit. So my friends, this is my encouragement for you, that you continue to keep your eyes fixed on Jesus and obey what He has called us to do. And I believe as you spend time together this week, as you discuss or engage with matters concerning how we can continue to propagate the cause of Jesus to the lost, may the Spirit guide you, may our God empower you, and may our God inspire you to continue to do what He has called us to do. Thank you very much, and God bless you.